Well, Dan, it's certainly great having you on the show for the first time, but tell me how you became an attorney and wanted to go into this kind of detective work. It seems scary.
Well, I mean, look, I'm not going to be a part of them. I'm going to be observing them. There's going to be 6 police departments around the country that we're following in real time, live, as it's happening. And the good news is I won't have to pretend I'm a police expert because I'm going to have two longtime Dallas police detectives with me to provide analysis of exactly what's happening as it's happening during this live event.
Well, Dan, you're certainly incredible at what you do. What is coming to A&E?
Well, it's this show, this show called Live PD, where we're going to be following police departments in real time. Think of it as like a documentary that's live, where we don't know the beginning, we don't know the end, and we're going to be moving around between police departments during this 2-hour block, 9 p.m. on Friday nights, depending on what's happening in each place. So there's going to be a lot of movement on my end, too, in bouncing around between these different places, depending on what's happening.
And Dan, what can we expect from your contribution?
Well, look, if you know my background, I'm a longtime legal analyst, a lawyer. I've covered the law for NBC News and ABC News now for a long time. And I'm going to be able to provide, I guess, a little bit of my legal training to the context of what we're watching. But a lot of what we're going to be watching is going to be gumshoe, this sort of investigative work that police officers do. And sure, have I covered police departments? Absolutely. But I'll tell you that I'm glad that I'm going to have a couple of veteran detectives who are going to be in studio with me to help provide even more analysis and context.
Well, Dan, you alluded to it, but what really sets this show apart?
It's the live and real-time aspect of it. I mean, sure, we've seen cop shows, right, with kind of highlight moments. But the fact that we're going to see this as it's happening, there's a national debate going on about how police do what they do. More police departments around the country are embracing body cams. Why? Transparency. They're basically saying, look, we're being accused of this or that, and you've got people in particular communities saying we're being targeted. The remedy is more transparency. And that's what this is. It's just more transparency. It's pulling back the curtain and saying, look, take a look at everything. Here's how it's happening.
And Dan, I mean, you've been an attorney, you've written books. Why do the bad guys do bad things?
Why do bad guys do bad things? Wow. There's a lot of different answers to that. It can be everything from their upbringing to the community that they grew up in, to the school that they went to bad luck, to being fundamentally evil. There's a whole host of answers to that question of why do bad people do bad things. It's this show's going to do a lot of things. I don't know that it's going to answer that question.
And Dan, as we wrap up, what has you most excited for people to watch?
I think the real-time aspect of it. I think the fact that people are going to get to see it as it's happening. So they'll get to see that moment before and that moment after that they've never seen before. What led to this? Why did the police go there in the first place? Why did they do what they did? We don't get a lot, you want to talk philosophical for a minute. We don't get a lot of the behind the scenes of the why did we end up here. We end up talking about the moment it happened. And I think it's important to provide context on both sides, both before and after, in terms of what police do. What police do is just too important. And I think that it's a good thing for us to be able to see the total picture.
Well, Dan, you certainly have me intrigued. All the projects that you're behind, and love seeing you on ABC News as well. Thank you for joining us, and congratulations on the new show.
Thanks, Con.